AI. It's
Yeah.
popping up everywhere, right? You wouldn't believe this, even in the delivery room.
No kidding. It's incredible.
We're diving into AI in childbirth today, and we've got a really interesting story to kick things off.
Okay, I'm ready.
So there's this woman, Rafaella Kanbar, who had her baby at Mount Sinai Medical Center. And she had this really positive experience with AI-assisted childbirth.
I've heard about this. This is fascinating because so many expectant mothers, they're really looking for safer, less interventionist births these days.
Exactly. And Rafaella, she works in healthcare marketing, so she's already pretty familiar with AI.
Okay, so she knows what's up. Yeah.
And one thing that really stood out to me was that she really wanted to avoid a C-section,
Got it.
which, a lot of women can relate to that, wanting to avoid a C-section if at all possible.
Right.
But anyway, from what I've read, it seems like the AI played a really big part in making her birth experience smoother. So how does this work? What's the AI actually doing?
So basically, the system they use at Mount Sinai, it's like this constant monitoring system,
Yeah.
It's taking in all this data from the mother and the baby, everything, heart rate, contractions, you name it, and it analyzes it all in real time. We're talking about incredibly complex information, and the cool thing about AI is that it can process this way faster and more accurately than a human can, even a trained professional.
So it's like having an extra set of eyes on the situation, constantly looking for any potential issues.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. Let's say, for example, the fetal heart rate starts to dip, just a little, but consistently. Now, a human might not even pick up on that right away, but the AI, it picks up on those subtle changes. And that can be huge because those tiny changes, they can actually be early warning signs of something more serious, like fetal distress.
Wow. So because the AI is catching these things early on, does that mean the medical team can intervene sooner, potentially preventing a bigger problem?
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about, right? Early intervention can make a world of difference when it comes to labor and delivery.
For sure. And going back to Rafael's experience, it really seems like that constant monitoring, that early intervention, really made for a much smoother labor for her. She actually said, when it's in the middle of pushing, I'm like, when's the next one?
Wow, yeah, that really says something. So are more hospitals using this kind of technology?
That's what I'm wondering. This is just one story from Mount Sinai, but it seems like AI in childbirth is becoming more common.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing it pop up in a lot of different ways, from predicting premature births to personalizing pain management during labor. And get this, they're even using it to analyze fetal ultrasounds.
No way, really.
Yeah, to hopefully detect potential birth defects way earlier than we could before.
That's amazing. It sounds like AI is really going to revolutionize the way we think about childbirth.
I think so. And, ultimately, if it leads to better outcomes for both the moms and the babies, well, that's what matters.
Absolutely. This has been a fascinating look at AI and childbirth. It makes you wonder, what does this mean for the future of healthcare, not just in the delivery room?
Yeah, where else could AI make a real impact?
Right. That's something to think about. And listeners, we want to hear from you. As AI becomes more prevalent in the delivery room, how do you think it will change the relationship between patients and their doctors? Let us know your thoughts.